Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, bonjour, bonsoir, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you happen to be on this Friday. Okay, slight change of focus for this one. Usually I tell you what I know or what I think I know and base everything on that. This time I'm turning the whole thing around and we're going to talk about something of which I am totally ignorant. I know nothing about it. So I think I'm one of those, I know what I know and I know what I don't know. And today we're going to focus on something I don't know. I know nothing about it. So I'm asking for help. I'm asking for someone to tell me about this subject that that I'm totally ignorant of. All right, what is the situation I'm talking about? It is that crucial moment when Jay decides to leave the road and head into the wilderness for whatever reason. We are told that he does that because he wants to head back to home, Los Cristianos, all right? It doesn't make sense to you and me, but those that believe that narrative, they have told us that is exactly what happened, that he was in a perfectly safe place, and he decided to risk everything with this 11-hour hike through a very dangerous area. I think the phrase they used was he was following the path of least resistance, this barmy idea that because it's downhill and you get to the coast, that turn left, follow the coast, 11 hours later you walk home. That's the idea. Now, I'm trying to think, how could that happen? Why would Jay do that? All right, here's option number one, that Jay is stupid. Okay, the same people that tell us he's not stupid, he's not a stupid boy. We've heard that a few times. He's not a stupid boy. The same people that said he's not a stupid boy, they seem to say he's stupid enough to do that. I don't know anyone in the world that would be that stupid. I honestly don't. I mean, I tried to think about, for example, a young child. Let's imagine this young child, 8 years old, let's say. Parents have disappeared, 8-year-old child on that road, they're on the main road, and they're thinking through their options. This child is thinking, what do I do to get back home? All right, and a guardian angel, a child guardian angel comes down from heaven, and the guardian angel says, look, lost child, you got 4 options here. Let's go through them. Option number 1, these hikers that you see around, these adults with their hiking gear, you could go over to them and get their attention and just say you really need help. I know mummy and daddy have always told you don't talk to strangers, but usually hikers are good people. Yeah, it's a possibility. Go to a hiker and say you need help. All right. Option number 2, stay on this road. You see over there, or just up the road, there's a bus stop. You can wait there. Wait there, wait there. Next bus that comes past, you get on that bus and you say, please help me. You say to the driver, if you can remember the phrase in Spanish, ayúdame, ayúdame. Little kid, repeat, ayúdame, ayúdame, help me. Ayúdame, por favor. The driver will help you. You speak English and explain, just explain that you are trying to get home, and one of the other bus riders will help you if the driver doesn't help you. That's a good option. It's a good option, little kid. Yeah, think about that one. Then you have the option of going to that restaurant over there. It opens at 10, by the way. It's only about 9 now, so you've got an hour to wait. But when that restaurant opens, same thing, you go in there and say, ayúdame, por favor, help me please, explain the situation, someone in there will help you. I quite like that option, because they probably give you some food, maybe something to drink as well while you wait. So that's a good option. And option 4, the last one, you just start walking through this very dangerous area. You see where all the cacti are and all of that undergrowth. That's a tough walk for anyone. You might want to try it. If you can get to where the sea is, way over there, then you turn left, you walk for 11 hours, and if you survive, you may be able to find your way home. So those are your 4 options, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which one would you choose? And the little innocent child is supposed to say, I like option 4, that long walk that I might not survive. I like that one. Okay, sarcasm aside, I think I've made my point that there is no one on this planet, when they consider those options, would go for option 4. And yet, we are supposed to believe that Jay did, for some very good reason. Okay, let's just analyze the idea that Jay was so scared that he ran off the road. He's escaping from someone going through the wilderness. So scared. All right. What's the evidence he was scared? If we believe the narrative, Brad spoke to him. Brad had that video call. And Jay was not scared at all. On the contrary, Jay was kind of laughing and joking. I'm not going down that road. Turn off, and here I go down the footpath into the wilderness. So if Jay was scared, then Brad, Chris Pennington's hero, lied. So that tells me that Jay was not scared. There's no evidence he was scared. We're left with two more possibilities: that Jay was so drunk that he did that, or Jay was high off his head, whatever phrase you like. Now, of these two categories, drunk and off his head or high, in that sense, one of them I can relate to, and one of them I can't. The one I can relate to is I have had a drink too much. I've been in that situation where I'm not 100% aware of what's going on, let's say, but speaking from experience, I have realized that when there's a crucial decision involved, my well-being, my life is involved, I sober up pretty well, pretty quickly. What I call survival instinct kicks in. And yeah, you might make a mistake, but at that crucial moment, you're pretty clear-headed, and your survival instinct is intact. I would not, even if I had been drinking all day, I would not turn off that road. And I don't know any drunk people that would say, oh, I've got to get home, let's start walking down here. If they did, survival instinct would bring them back to that main road. So I don't go with the drunk thing. There's no indication that Jay was in that state. So the last one is the one I need help with. That you hear this phrase, he was off his head. A lot of commentators have been out there saying, oh, when you take this substance, you're off your head, you don't know what you're doing. Okay, that's DBV, that's don't be vague. Let's get beyond off his head. And this is where I'm ignorant. What substance exactly brings you to that point? Because I don't know, I'm trying to figure out what is this substance that makes you act perfectly coherently and perfectly logically and perfectly reasonably, and you're fully communicative to the point where when you have your chance to escape the Airbnb, you've got your two knives, you rush out of there, you're going uphill with purpose, you engage with someone in conversation about the bus timetable. This substance allows you to do all that perfectly normally. This substance allows you to converse, video phone, totally normally, coherently. No one would detect that there's any substance that is messing you up or getting you off your head. And yet, at the very same time, this substance can reduce your survival instinct to 0%, nothing. Because remember, Jay is on the road. He's in a safe place. But this substance somehow reduces survival instinct to 0. If it were 1%, he would still say, wilderness road, wilderness road, wilderness road. My 1% survival instinct says road. I'm going to stay on the road. No, this substance reduces survival instinct to 0. More than that, this substance will will push Jay to go and risk his life. And even when he does that and he gets bitten by a cactus, this substance will tell him, he's so off his head, that he must keep doing that. He must do it again and again and again and go further and further, never turn back to the road, just keep going. And this substance, which a while ago made Jay perfectly coherent, reasonable, logical, and acting in a normal behavior, this substance, hours later, is kicking in to the point Jay gets to the edge of a ravine and the substance says, walk over it. So I need someone to tell me the name of that substance so I can then research it and find similar cases where other people have taken it and done exactly the same thing. Because my frustration is this phrase, he was off his head, and that's why he did it. That's not good enough. I want to know the name of that substance that does all of that and previous cases. I'm happy to do the research, but I just need help with that, because that is what we have been told to believe. To me, it makes no sense, but I'm ignorant. If someone has the name of that substance, then we can pursue this thing, this substance that exists that makes people do that. Okay, just my take on that. So, probably in the next few days I'll have one or two other things to say. Let's leave it there. Hasta luego. Hasta la vista. It's difficult to say hasta la vista without saying the word baby after it. Post Arnold Schwarzenegger, hasta la vista is like see you when I see you again. But it's hard to say hasta la vista without saying hasta la vista, baby. But I'll try it. Hasta la vista, baby. And hasta la próxima. See you soon.